Hey guys, Dr. Ram over here at Dr. Ram Fitness. Just got done an amazing delt and tricep workout. Did 20 minutes of HIIT cardio for that, but we're not here to talk about that today. What we're here to talk about is our buddy, our friend, the well-known and respected Jeff Cavaliere's most recent video, how to get that shredded look fast. Now, many of us know who Jeff Cavaliere is. Jeff Cavaliere is a physical therapist who is well known in the fitness industry. He works with professional athletes. He knows what he's talking about, and the guy looks absolutely amazing. So mad props and respect to you, Jeff. But I do have some topics that I want to cover regarding this last video that Jeff posted. The first of which is where Jeff claims that you can increase resting muscle tone by performing overcoming isometric exercises. So before we address this topic, let's talk about what an isometric exercise is. An isometric exercise is very simply any exercise that you perform where your muscle is contracted, but it is neither lengthening nor shortening. Very simple. And overcoming isometrics, as Jeff talks about in this video, is where the load is so heavy that your muscle can neither lengthen nor shorten, and you are basically contracting as hard as you can against that load. So the reason that we need to address this first point about resting muscle tone is that resting muscle tone is primarily determined by your CNS, and this resting muscle tone is usually only altered in pathologic states, as in seizures, for example. Jeff can be seen holding an isometric contraction for about 6 seconds, and then resting for about 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and then continuing and repeating the isometric contractions. The problem with these short rest periods is that your body does not have enough time to recover ATPs that is used up very quickly by large motor neurons during isometric exercises. Instead, the effective way to perform isometric exercises is to maintain the contraction for up to 10 seconds, give or take a couple seconds, until the muscle starts to fatigue and your form breaks down, and then rest 2 to 3 minutes to allow adequate recovery. Additionally, combining isometrics with regular training is problematic because of what we just spoke about. Isometric exercises are more effectively performed when you're fresh, when your muscles are not fatigued, and when your energy stores are optimal. So combining isometric exercises, especially at the end of your training, is going to be a less effective use of isometric exercises. Jeff also says that strength increases every second as you increase more motor units. The reason that this is problematic is that isometric contractions quickly recruit the largest motor neurons because it is a maximal voluntary contraction. These motor units are last to activate, these large motor neurons are last to activate and first to drop out. So you only have up to 10 seconds to activate these large motor neurons and fatigue these large motor neurons. Next, Jeff talks about using isometric exercises to assist in getting past sticking points, such as in the bench press. The reason that this is problematic is that the exercise needs to be specific to the movement. For example, if you are trying to get past a sticking point in your bench press, you need to perform exercises that more or less replicate that movement in that position, in that range of motion. Simply grabbing some cables and all out squeezing every muscle in your body is not necessarily going to be exercise specific. And finally, Jeff's claim that isometric exercises will get you shredded faster is problematic because getting shredded comes down to decreasing body fat and increasing muscle mass, which we refer to as recompositioning. By far, the best way to increase your muscle mass is going to be concentric, eccentric exercises, basically all the exercises that you know about where you are lifting weight and lowering it against the load. In terms of diet, your diet needs to be optimized so that you create a caloric deficit. Furthermore, this caloric deficit can be created through exercise, weight training, and cardiovascular exercise. So recompositioning, which is what Jeff is referring to as getting shredded, is going to come down to maintaining a caloric deficit over a certain period of time to decrease body fat and to continue to perform weight training exercises to increase muscle mass. These are the points I wanted to address to you regarding getting shredded and isometric exercises. And that's all for today. Thanks for joining in.